I am really struggling to record today's podcast. This is my third take, but I've decided I'm going to keep recording even as I struggle through it because it feels really, really important to me. I have been on this journey over the last few months, really leaning into my relationship with food. Candidly, because it has consumed so much of my energy in my adulthood, and I'm just tired of it. I want that energy back for good things. So over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to go somewhere personal on this podcast, but personal in a way that's really helpful, because I want to talk about how our relationship with food is a leadership mirror. So think about, as we kick off this conversation, think about your relationship with food. I mean, the answer to that question is as unique as the person answering it. And I didn't ask about, what did you have for lunch? Did you have a salad? Did you have a burger? I don't want to know about your diet or your nutrition plan, but your relationship with food. How do you feel before you eat, while you're eating, after you eat? Do you taste the food or just consume it? Do you slow down? Do you eat standing over the sink? Do you eat running from meeting to meeting? Do you choose not to eat? Is food something you enjoy or something that you negotiate with all day long? That has been the place that I have been in for, again, most of my adulthood. And I have been reading, reflecting. I did a book study with some dear friends. I've been sitting with some uncomfortable truths. And I want to share what I am learning about myself, about my leadership. Not because I have it all figured out, but because I think this work is some of the most important leadership development I have ever done. And I think it might be for you too. And here's why. Our relationship with food is an exact microcosm of our relationship with life itself. Not a metaphor, not a vague parallel. It is a mirror. What shows up in how you relate to food shows up everywhere else in your life. Think about that. It shows up in how you handle pressure, how you treat yourself, how present you are in your own life, how much grace you extend to yourself. And like I said, I have been sitting with this personally, honestly, for years and years, but really the last few months. And what I've noticed about myself and my leadership has been humbling and also really empowering, because I've noticed it. So much of my relationship with food is stressful and hurried. I don't really stop. I just move from one thing to the next, and food happens somewhere in between. I'm also noticing how my body feels. My shoulders are tense, up against my ears. And I don't taste food. I'm not present. I'm consuming, but I'm not actually here for it. And when I started noticing this, really noticing it, I recognized this is exactly how I move through a lot of my life. Fast, intense, not giving myself permission to actually stop and be in the moment. So I'm learning to slow down. And I'm loving it. I'm noticing the moments between bites. I'm actually tasting and really savoring and enjoying what I'm eating. I'm breathing and letting my shoulders drop. I'm present at the table the way I want to be present in every room I walk into. And this practice of slowing down and noticing is a leadership practice. And I can see the ripple effects of that in my life. That's why this matters beyond the personal. I say all the time that leadership development is self-development, all of it. I mean, think about this. Eating is such a huge part of our lives, something every single one of us does multiple times a day. It's one of the most consistent, most repeated behaviors in our lives. And if anything we do tells us something about everything we do, doesn't it serve us well as leaders to get curious about what this particular thing, eating, is telling us about ourselves? So here's your reflection for today. Just one question. Sit with it. Be honest with it. What is your relationship with food telling you about your relationship with yourself? Yeah, just stand in the question with me. Because that question, really standing in it, is where this whole journey begins. So if any of this resonates, as I suspect it will, because you are a human being, please join me over the next couple of weeks as we look in the mirror together. I have some really inspiring, touching, there's a lot of depth in these daily doses of leadership. They're very personal. And I feel really good about it, so I trust that. We are in this together. What a great way to take care of yourself and ultimately each other.